Good morning on Thursday. A very quiet day in the financial markets yesterday. Stock markets didn't do much. Gold, dollar, yen, really not an awful lot going on as we wait for the next developments in the war. Okay, so this is my trade sheet for today. I am looking for really very short-term, almost scalping trades really, which is completely against what my strategy has been for the last 20 years, but you have to adapt. So we've got sort of 10, 15 pip stops, 20, 25 pip targets, but if they work, they work. I would be happy. Okay, so we're looking at the moment at the pound versus the New Zealand dollar. This is a 1 hour chart. You can see we're approaching the resistance level, touching it very, almost touching it, 23.6% fib at 229.24. The 100 hour moving average, we've just clipped it. And we've got the 200 hour just above there at 29.53. I've also got this trend line going back to the 10th of April, which I think is relevant, and that comes in around 229.34. So I've got my sell level right here now at 229.15, 229.25. For that reason, I'm kind of just catching the 23.6% fib and the 1 hour moving average. I would want to stop above that trend line, which comes in at 29.37. It is rising. I've got my stop at 29.45. Might be a little bit tight. I should probably have it above 29.55, but that kind of throws the risk versus reward out the window. So this is why I'm trying to keep the stops tight, because the targets are not that ambitious. Although in this case, 228.50 down here, that trade did work before, and I'm hoping it will work again. Okay, working my way up the trade sheet, I've got the a US dollar, Canadian dollar potential sell opportunity around 137.00, 137.20. That is where the trend line comes in around here, and also the 200 hour moving average. So I'm seeing that as resistance just above the 61.8%, which I have there. Decided to redraw my fibs just from the swing high to the swing low, which is a bit more accurate. 137.08 is the 23.6% fib. So as you can see, intersecting nicely with the trend line and with the 200 hour moving average, which is declining very quickly towards that resistance area. We will see if it works. And in this case, the stop loss above 137.35, still a very tight stop, but that takes us up to here, which gives us plenty of room, probably more room than we need. But it's pretty tight, 137.35. If we can get to 136.45, the risk versus reward does work really well on that trade. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen going nowhere since the 21st of April, really. So the last couple of days just hovering sideways. If we were to sell off, we probably need some increased tensions in the Middle East to see a stronger yen. Then we could dip to the 116.16 area. By the time we get there, of course, if we were getting around here around the 24th of April, we would have the trend line and the 200 hour moving average also coming up to meet that support level. So that's kind of my thinking. If we have a slow drift down, that could be a good support level. I'll have another look at the Aussie US. That'll be my last one, just to show you my thinking. We're retesting support anyway. The support, the trend line and the 200 hour moving average has risen slightly above the 23.6% fib, which is at 71.28. Every morning I spend at least 2 hours a day looking at gold, silver, oil, the US stock markets and the Forex majors for my subscribers. I provide a trade sheet of ideas, which makes it super easy to follow my trades. I give you the entry range, I give you the stop loss level, and I give you my targets. I call it my set and forget strategy. You wake up in the morning, you input the trades, and then you wait to see which trades get executed, and all the work is done for you, really. You don't have to monitor the market during the day. You can just check the prices on your phone. If you would like to subscribe, go to daytradeideas.co.uk, and you'll get all my contact details on my website if you want to talk to me directly. So I've got 71.40, which is where we are now, around the entry point. 71.40 down to 71.25 is my entry range. 71.10 the stop, which is just about down here. Pretty tight stop. 71.65, that would be up here as my first target, which would be the 100-hour moving average and the descending trend line. I'm working in such small parameters now because we're just not moving. It's a little bit frustrating for me, but you have to adapt and just take what the market offers you. And I would be quite happy to attempt that trade. Not saying it will work, but I think the risk reward is worth it. And I think the odds are in our favor. And that's all we're working on, just probabilities. Okay, I hope these trade ideas are helpful. Let's see if they work today, and we'll talk again tomorrow on Friday morning. Good luck.